Okay, let's explain how this works. Okay. I guess the simplest way to describe how this works is that all the squares, as you can see here, I'll screen it first, they all are part of a grid. Each of them work together to do their thing, I guess, yeah. And because of this, how did you describe it? So the grid, it's sort of like, I guess, imagine a 3x3 square. The way a machine works is sort of like this. Each of these squares is a sprite. Now, the way it predicts where you're about to move is by saying, for instance, if this is where your hand is, there are only 8 possible positions you can move it to. Here, 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 and there. You can see its predictions over here. See all these names. The algorithm is somewhere here. It's this thing. This is what predicts what your next movement will be. So if you full screen it and you start it up, you can see that if I move my hand over the screen, the names change. It's predicting where I will move next. Else. Oh yeah, the next thing it checks for is if you move it to that position. So if you're over here, yeah, whoops, then it would know that the only positions you can move were around it. It would ignore the rest of movement. It would ignore all other movement, therefore eliminating background movement and any people try to mess around or anything, which is where this project sort of beats others. But if you do move it, these names, they will suddenly change. See, each block has a name. For instance, this one here, this one, you can sort of see the outline of it, is A1 because it's the first in the A row, and it's the first, well, it's first in the A row, so this is A, B, and C. This is 1, 2, 3, and so on. Okay. The other cool feature on this project is the fact that even if you move away from where your hand originally was too quickly for the camera to detect, it has a backup for that. See over here, there's a variable named reset. Yeah, this one. So that's checking if there's an activity on the screen, as in nothing's moving, which is this script. So if you remain unmoving for about, 2 seconds, then it will set reset to 1. So watch this. See, it's 0 now, which means, well, after 2 seconds of inactivity, it's changed itself to 1. And after this, every block is set to be able to turn on. The way it does this is this thing. Yeah, number 1. This is detecting which one of these blocks, remember each of them has a name, has the most motion. Yeah, this is the one which has which had the most motion. So if we restart this, see how if I move my hand, the name moves? Yeah. Well, that's the block that either has the most motion detected on it, or has or is the one which is activated at the moment. See, this one is a 7. Yeah, I think that's it.